One of the major tasks for Indian Air Force is to replace its aging SEPECAT Jaguar, Mirage 2000 and MiG-29 fleet of fighters. To get this done at the earliest, or to come up with a concrete plan, Indian Air Force is ready to buy more indigenous fighters, and the fighter which Indian Air Force has chosen is Tejas Mk-II, which is also known as medium weight fighter. The reason why Indian Air Force has chosen this aircraft is that it will come up with more advanced sensors, including a powerful radar, which will empower the fighter for operations beyond the visual range. This fighter will also come up with more improved avionics, and it will be able to fly with more weapons and a bigger fuel tank compared to Mark I or Mark 1A variant. The Tejas Mk-II will be several tons heavier and is designed to fit into the medium weight categories of fighter, so the name medium weight fighter. As an initial step, the metal cutting of the indigenously made single engine fighter plane Tejas Mk-II is scheduled for Feb 2020, and this process would take about a year to 18 months. The Tejas Mk-II, which will be fitted with GE414 engine, is scheduled to make its first flight in 2024. The Aeronautical Development Agency has decided to build the Tejas Mk-II in a modular fashion and plans to lean on private sector more than it did in the past. Modular construction, where components like fuselage, wings and landing gear area are built separately but are put together in the final assembly line. This increases the speed of construction and also shortens the delivery time. Another advantage of modular construction is that it helps changing of components much easily by replacing a module, thus eventually making the flight easily serviceable. According to the recent updates, the Aeronautical Development Agency has confirmed that the medium weight fighter or Tejas Mk-II will not be having any technology demonstrator aircraft or a prototype aircraft in its initial development stage. Instead, the first aircraft for which the metal cutting will start by Feb 2020 will be limited series production, and this is with the initial operation clearance configuration. As mentioned previously, the medium weight fighter will be ready for first flight tentatively by 2024. The decision for not having a technology demonstrator or a prototype aircraft for Tejas Mk-II was taken post reviewing the experience and delays in producing the Tejas Mark I. For LCA Tejas Mark I, it nearly took 13 years to move from the first flight of technology demonstrator to the first flight of final aircraft. So in order to avoid such delays, the Aeronautical Development Agency has decided to skip both technology demonstrator and prototype version to cut the development phase to just 5 to 6 years before aircraft is ready for production. The Tejas Mk-II will feature an AESA radar, an onboard oxygen generating system, and a built-in electronic warfare suite, among other improvements to avionics. The Mk-II will be slightly larger with a length of 48 feet and a wingspan of 28 feet. An increase in payload capacity to 6,500 kg will allow it to carry more weapons. It will also include an infrared search and track system and a missile approach warning system as well. So this was an update on the various status of Tejas Mk-II or medium weight fighter, including the metal cutting schedule, various enhancements, and the way the aircraft will be developed. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe my channel and hit the bell button next to it, and also feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you.